Hello, my name is Mariana Fonseca. Today I'm going to present to you my system Océane designed for the psychological clinic called Crece, Enriqueciendo, Vidas. First of all, we're going to enter our system through this sign-in method with the credentials that were given to us by the clinic. We're going to click on the sign-in button. Our system includes these 5 main buttons with different functionalities, and we're going to go through each of them to demonstrate the functionality of our system. First of all, we're going to go to our first button, that is Registro Paciente, in which we're going to register a new patient for our clinic. Over here, we're going to insert different data as an example of a new patient that is going to be added to the database. And at the end, we're going to click on this button to register on the database. After being successfully registered, we're going to go back to our main menu. We're going to click on this button that has all the patients registered. Over here, we can see the patient we just added and a patient that I added before for the demonstration of the functionality of the system. We can also filter by name, by last name, and finally, when clicking into the name of the patient, we're going to go to the profile of each patient, which includes over here all the identification form that we just filled out. As well, in this page, we have the medical history of the patient with extra data that needs to be filled out. If any relevant problem has occurred, for example, sleeping problems, we can add it over here. And after filling everything out, we're going to register by clicking this button. With this in mind, after clicking on the OK button, we can see the information that we registered in this part. As well, we can print with the identification data as well as with the clinical records. We can go back over here to our main menu, and now we're going to click over this button to register a new appointment. Over here it says that we don't have any appointment registered for today, so we're going to add a new one. When we click on Save the Appointment, this is going to appear. If we decide to go inside the profile of the patient again, at the bottom, we're going to see a history of all the appointments that he has done. In this case, we can see the date, the hour, the type of session, the therapist that was assigned to it, and if it has been paid or not. As well, on this side, we can decide to create a document that has all the relevant information of the appointment. Over here, we're going to write the activity that was done during the appointment. Over here, the suggested treatment. And as well, any homeworks or any extra details that were given to the patient. We can save the details of the appointment over here, and if we go back to it, we can see it again over here and edit it. As well, if we click on this button, we can print all the information that was registered in this session. If we go back to the menu, we can enter through this button. That is the button of all the payments that were done. Over here, we can see all the entries or income that entered through the appointments. For example, we can see the appointment that we just registered, and we can see over here how much it was the entry. If we go back to our patients, and for example, click on this example that I did before, we can see over here that I did a registration of an appointment, which indicates that this patient has a debt. And if we go to our history of appointments, we can pay it right here. We click on pay, we add the amount that we want to pay, how the payment was done, and we confirm it. After that, we can see that the status of our payment has been updated to paid instead of in debt. Also, if we go back to our incomes, the payment that was done, it's going to be added to this section over here. We can also add extra incomes. So finally, we can see over here our total income, the total spent, and the total amount that the center earned. Finally, if we click over here on this button, we're going to have a document with all the information of the appointment income, the additional income, and the outcome with the final results. Finally, on the last button over here, we can see a database of all the therapists that are available in the center. We can also filter them. That was everything for the system Océane. Finally, click on this button to close our session. And this was a video of the functionalities of the system. Thank you so much.